Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, another episode of CAS Unplugged. Now the last one was filmed around Goodwood Festival of Speed, which was over 3 months ago, and a lot has happened since then. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about Meguiars and their Renault 5. We're going to talk about car events, car shows, car and coffee meets here at CAS. We're also going to talk about our retro museum, which hopefully we'll have ready in a few weeks. See what's in the workshop, and we're going to tackle one contentious question which we always get asked: why do we not install customer supplied product? Let's get into it. In the shop at the moment we have Meguiars Renault 5 GT Turbo, which is no longer a Renault 5 GT Turbo because it's got a different engine, it's got a dimmer style body kit, different wheels, different interior. But doesn't she look cool? And I've got to say, with our 290s cars on the mezzanine floor, I think they act as a lovely backdrop to this gorgeous yellow Renault 5. Now, since we're talking about Meguiars, the weather seems to be changing. It's that time of the year where you're going to be cleaning your cars and the days are getting a little bit shorter. The weather's going to change, it's going to be raining and so on. Well, we're fully stocked up. Loads of Meguiars products, obviously, but we have added new brands to our detailing range. There's a separate website called thedetailingdepot.co.uk, and if you jump on that site, you can obviously order what you want and we'll deliver it to you within 2 or 3 days. Now, let's talk about car audio. A few changes on the car audio side. We used to have a Sony stand here. Now, Sony no longer sell car audio in Europe, so that brand is finished. We've replaced it with a new Pioneer stand, and we've updated our Alpine stand. For those of you that went to Goodwood, these were the two stands on show. Now, the thing with the Pioneer stand, which some of you may have already noticed, is this new stereo here, the new retro stereo, which is available from October 2025. It's cool. We've had a play around with it. It's using the tech from a 2025 stereo, but with the fascia design and the button feel and layout from a sort of 1980s stroke 1990s stereo. So you've got USB, Bluetooth streaming, you can change the color of the display and so on. Now, available from October, I think our first batch is only 50 units. We know quite a few of them have already been pre-reserved. If you're after one, there's a link in the description. There's already a video that Blade shot back in July. I'll put a link for that in the description. But when the unit is available, and there's one thing a lot of you will be asking: what is the difference between this and the ever so popular Blaupunkt SQR46 DAB? Well, Blade will do a tech review and compare them side by side. So that'll happen very soon. Obviously, we've got the Alpine display here as well. Now, talking about Alpine displays, I'm going to move very quickly. Follow me. This wall is moving. It's moving to the other side of the shop. And here we are going to have our retro museum. So what is our retro museum? Well, it's a throwback to some of the 80s and 90s and the noughties cool stereos. We're talking obviously cassettes and CD players. We're talking stuff which is going to be a lot older than some of you viewers. Equalizers, old amplifiers. Now, behind the scenes over the last few months, I have been collating and choreographing, I can't pronounce that. Behind the scenes over the last few months, I've been collecting some really good mid to high-end car audio. Some products have been donated to us from Pioneer, JVC Kenwood, and from Alpine. But if you have anything cool, which is 80s and 90s or noughties, mid to top end, drop me a DM direct, Instagram at RajSanger911. I'll let you know if it's for us. If you want to donate anything, we'll keep it for you in our museum, and when you want it back, you can have it back. So that's going to be pretty cool. A retro inspired car audio museum stroke display, and we're hoping to have that here in October for our next Cars and Coffee meet, and we'll talk about the date of that when Parm and myself go out for a drive. Now let's talk clothing, and we'll have a chat with Blade in a minute. Slam Sanctuary clothing. Now, last few months we've added quite a few different designs in the clothing range, but one massive announcement we have, which We're still sort of under an NDA, so I can't mention any names, but early part of October, we'll be launching a range of clothing on the Slam Sanctuary website, and we've collaborated with one of the biggest automotive channels in the UK. Can't mention the name. We're really excited. So those products will be available to buy from the Slam Sanctuary website. Details on the screen, and there's a link in the description below. Make sure you give us a follow. I'm telling you guys, this one's going to be big. I've seen some of the clothing already, and I've got to say, it's fantastic. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. Now, let's have a catch up with Blade.
What's going on? You all right?
All good, all good. So what's been happening in the shop, and any nice installs and stuff gone through the workshop?
Yeah, I mean, it's been flat out the last few months, as you well know. I mean, we've done quite a few good installs, loads of obviously our standard bread and butter stuff, subwoofer installs, head units and stuff like that, but we've had a lot of big installs. I mean, we've just recently had a Corsa in for 4 12-inch subs and a massive custom box, taking up the whole back seat and the boot area. We've had both the Chips cars come in.
Oh yeah, yeah, you would have seen Chip's cars on the channel. There's a separate video which Parm shot with Chip. They're pretty cool.
And then we also had a G-Wagon, from memory, another massive audio install, floating screen, Audison speakers, DSP amp, that kind of thing. So there's been a lot of good stuff coming in, and we are Ramo booked up at the moment.
Yeah,
so.
A lot of classic stuff. We're well known for that in the industry. That lovely Guards Red 944 that you had in recently.
Oh yeah, that was really nice.
And talking about Porsches, that 992 Touring that came in
that was nice.
for that Focal and Audison install sounded absolute nuts. Now, S3. People have been asking me what's going on with your S3.
Yeah, everyone's asking me as well.
What's happening?
So it's kind of on the back burner at the moment, just purely for the fact of how busy we are at the moment. So workshop's Ramo, I'm Ramo. Because I'm doing essentially all the work myself, I've got to try and find time to get out the shop and get it all installed. So it is going to get done. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks I should have some downtime to be able to head over and start doing the doors and finishing up the box and stuff like that. So there's been a few areas where I've kind of started mapping out what I want to do with the doors, but it's coming. Just be patient.
While we're here, we're going to talk about an event that we are holding here at CAS. It's actually this weekend, so Saturday, 27th of September. It's between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. And we're calling it the Audison and Hertz event. I'm going to let Blade elaborate a little bit more.
Like Raj has just said, Hertz and Audison demo day essentially. So the main guys at Hertz and Audison, they're going to be bringing a load of demo cars down, and we're going to have a load of our vehicles on demo as well. So you can come down and have a listen and kind of get an idea of what kind of system you would like, and get an idea of what the hype is around Hertz and Audison, because we sell a lot of it here. So there's going to be a lot of cars, I think 15 plus vehicles, and all different types of cars for you guys to come and have a listen to. And on the day, we're going to have obviously coffee van, food for you guys to chill out, and we're going to be having massive discounts. Now, I can't say for sure on exactly what discounts we're going to be offering, but be assured there'll be some nice discounts.
In fact, let me butt in.
Go on.
We're looking at anything between 15 and 20%. We're not sure on which range of products. We're still working out the prices, but expect discounts on the day. But the most important thing is that it gives you the opportunity to come down, listen to a scope of cars that are classic cars and new cars. I mean, we'll have our ID Buzz out. Brian's got his 964. Yep. I think Jazz got 997 or 991?
997.
997. Yep. So there's going to be a broad spectrum of cars. Speak to the guys from Audison and Hertz. So even if you're not after any product and you just want to increase your knowledge, come and talk to the guys that actually bring the product into the UK, and they know far more than we do about the products. And Blade's 100%. Very clued up. He's been on all the training courses, but these are the guys that know the products inside out. So that's this weekend, Saturday, 27th of September, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There'll be more details on our socials, and hopefully we'll see some of you at the event. Quick look at what's going on in the workshop today. Steve's away, so it's only Jay on his own. Marked him up already, and Hussein.
Hussein, you all right?
Yeah, he's a busy man at the moment. Now, E38 750IL. This one here is also a V12. Like the two V12s that we own, And you know, the battle of the sevens that we started earlier on in the year, a lot of you have been asking what is going on. Myself and Parm are going to cover that when we go out for a drive, so just hold tight. So let's talk about this one. Lovely looking customer's car.
Yeah.
Calypso red.
Calypso red. I think the customer recently bought it and obviously wants to get audio done on it.
It's a full audio upgrade.
Yeah, full audio upgrade. So we're doing
Audison?
Audison's APKs 130s in the doors with the tweeters, a component set, DMX 8021 Kenwood CarPlay unit. Amp, we're putting an Audison, I think it's a 6-channel or something amp, something a bit more powerful. We're getting 2 twin Rockford subs and
Okay.
a custom box.
It's quite a big install.
Yeah.
It's quite a big install. Love the wheels.
Yeah, nice split rims.
I know you're busy. You
Yeah.
crack on.
Cool.
What else do we have here? We've got our friend Dav's R129 SL320. That's just had X-Low struts, airlift, manifold and management and so on. And we've got the wheels here. I think it's just final stages
Yeah,
of
there's
fit
a
and finish.
controller down there.
And this needs a clean, and then Dav will be taking this away. Let's have a look. Hidden hardware, simple and clean.
There you go, that's the ALP4 management in there. Single tank, single compressor, nice and clean, all hidden, usable boot.
This car's gonna look sick. And if it's done before this video goes out, we'll throw some pictures up. And then we've got customers RS4 in for suspension work. And this is Purav, one of our managers here. This is like his little weekend toy thing. In fact, he himself is doing an audio upgrade in that you can see custom door builds, and I think he's doing some A-pillar builds as well, doubled in stereo. He's gonna have a big sub in there. Right, now let's grab Parm. Let's go out for a drive. So yeah, I'm here
What's up, G?
in the ID Buzz with Parm. I've got to say, this does look so good when it's aired out. Even when it's not aired out, just that ride height.
Yeah, do you know what? I never thought I'd hear myself say it. It's nice to drive.
So, on the subject of shows, obviously we've had a catch up with Blade, and he's mentioned the Audison Hertz event, which is on Saturday, 27th of September. You know, some of you do ask, where do you find out about our shows? The best thing is just to make sure you're following us on Instagram at Car Security, or sign up to the newsletters on cardisecurity.com website. In the description there's a link. That way when we hold an event and we send out a newsletter, you'll get all the details. So we'll be doing promotions on all the other brands as well. If you can't make it to the event, jump online, there'll be discount codes, grab yourself a bargain. Recently we hosted Slam Sanctuary Night Vibes event, and Parm did an awesome walk around video.
Well, last year it went absolutely mental because we didn't know what to expect. But this year we kind of had to cut the numbers down, and even then it was mayhem. It's nice to see that, you know, people like coming to the Night Vibes event. So yeah, we're probably going to lock another date in for next year.
Now, the day after our Audison Hertz event, Sunday the 28th of September, we have a local event organised by the guys at Westside. It's at Chalfont St Peter Cricket Club. I went to uni with the organisers, so I've known them a long time. Parm's known them a long time as well. Very much part of the VAG scene from the 90s. That's always one cool event, isn't it?
Well, all I can really say is if you want a nice, chilled out Sunday and you want to be around lots of really nice cars, then yeah, Westside is the show to be at.
So we should have 8 to 10 cars on show. We're going to take our base car, the Golf Base Low, with the Power Base 15-inch subs. I'm also showcasing my latest purchase at that event. Not showing it on the socials as of yet. That's a pretty bad car. It's a unicorn car, a halo car, that I've wanted for years. There'll be a video going out on my own personal YouTube channel, Raj's Garage. If you're not following that, please give me a follow. It's where I show my cars and I go into a little bit of depth into what I'm doing with those cars and working on the cars and projects and so on and so on. Raj's Garage, details on the screen, and again there's a link in the description below. So I'll be showing that car at Westside. The next event at CAS after the Audison Hertz event is the BMW M Power event. Now this event is always well attended, and we have a good range of Empire cars from E30s all up to the G series. Details for that are on the website, and I think potentially some of the social media assets have already gone out. You need to register for that event. It's a ticketed event, so yeah, make sure you get down to that one. That one's always a good event.
Always packed out.
Yeah, Saturday morning, October the 11th, 10 a.m. till about 2:30, 3 p.m. And food on that event is by Papa G's, and their food is always fantastic. Also, before we end this video, E38. Now, we showed you a really lovely Calypso Red E38 750IL in the workshop. You guys have been asking, what's happened to ours? Parm, tell them.
Well, they're parked across the road, covered in probably an inch of dust. But, you know, I promise you, we're going to get back round to them probably in the next few weeks, maybe next month, I think, maybe.
I think the plan is in October. Now, just to go into a little bit of depth, the blue 750, that's my project, that's had a few issues. It's had running issues, which I've resolved. There's been central locking issues, there's been pump issues, there's been brake issues. It's been expensive to rectify. Nearly done. Parm's ahead of the game. He's already sorted his wheels. I've also had some problems with my wheels because Ellie at Voodoo Motorsport wasn't able to get my wheels ready due to some personal reasons. So we're going to get back onto it. So yeah, they'll be hitting the channel in October. Now, one final thing, Parm.
Yo.
How many calls do we get about customers wanting to fit their own product? And obviously, unfortunately, we say no. Do you want to just expand on that?
It's every day. To keep it simple, we only do a supply and fit service. We won't fit your stereo, or it might even be brand new that you've purchased elsewhere. We won't fit it. And I'm sure other business owners who hopefully are watching this video will probably agree. It's not in anyone's interest to fit product from, unless you're supplying it. Second-hand equipment, it can cause, it could blow something up in the car. You don't know the history of the product, and really speaking, we don't want to be liable for that. Even if you've bought a brand new stereo from somewhere else, is that stereo from an authorized dealer? Is it actually a UK model, or is it European? In which, in a lot of cases, if there is a issue with warranty, you're going to struggle. It will get warranted, but the process is going to be so much longer.
Now, I'll give you a couple of examples. We fitted an amplifier and subwoofer into a customer's car they'd had stored in his garage for 20 years. And the moment we put power to the amplifier, it went up in smoke because it had been stored in his garage through winter, through summer, damp conditions and so on. And the moment 12 volts went through it, it just went up in smoke. Now, the problem with that is we're liable and responsible because we're the last person to have touched that product. And also, over time, products do deteriorate. Speaker cones do deteriorate. And we just don't want to be responsible for that. And, sometimes you fit a second-hand product into a customer's newer car, the dashboard lights come on, the airbag lights come on, and again, we don't want to be held accountable for that. And yes, just touching on new product, sometimes new products out of the box are faulty. It's very rare on Japanese products, but they can be faulty. Now, if we fitted it, the customer's going to say, well, I don't want to pay you for the labor because the product's faulty. Or can you sort out the warranty for me? Well, we can't, because you've not bought the product from us. We can't send it back to the manufacturer because all serial numbers are logged. We can't warranty the product. You want us then to remove it out and not pay for the labor. Well, the labor's already done. And we've been down this road and we've had some messy scenarios. So unfortunately, guys, we do not fit brand new product, second-hand product that's been bought elsewhere. And also, just while we're talking about that, sometimes there's product that's bought from China, which you say is a brand new Japanese brand, like an Alpine or a Pioneer or a JVC or Kenwood. It comes to us, it's an unknown brand. It's not the same size. A double din from a Chinese product is not the same size as a double din from a Japanese product. Then you have fitment issues, fitting kit fitment issues, and we tell you it can't be installed. You say, well, I've taken half a day off, it gets all messy. So we're better off just saying, sorry, we don't fit product purchased elsewhere or second-hand equipment. And our workshops were rammed.
But going back to the stereo thing, look, if you don't want to buy the stereo from us just because you may have seen it cheaper elsewhere, you can let us know that you've seen it cheaper, and we can let you know whether it's from an authorized dealer, whether it's coming from Europe, or, you know, if we need to do a price match.
Yeah, if we can, if the margin is there, we'll do a price match. You know, sometimes Amazon have deals, but that product comes from Europe, and it comes in from Europe, and then you might get hit with the VAT because you've bought it off eBay. eBay will sometimes show you an item without the VAT added if it's been listed in Germany or Spain or France. Yep. You end up getting it delivered, and suddenly FedEx or DHL, whoever you use, they want the VAT. So you've got to be very, very careful. That just gives you a little idea why we don't. What we'll do is the next CAS Unplugged, we'll tackle another question that some of you do ask. So maybe we make this something that we can add into our CAS Unplugged, just sort of answer some of your questions. Now, we've spoken about a lot today, but most importantly, 2 dates you need to remember. Saturday, 27th of September, 10 to 3 p.m. at CAS HQ, Audison and Hertz event. And then Saturday, the 11th of October, BMW Empire event. Make sure both those dates are in your diary. Guys, remember, any classic audio, 80s, 90s and noughties, I'm after it for our museum. Hit me up, DM me direct, Raj Sanger 911. If I don't respond, it's because I've been inundated, or what you're trying to offer me is just poor. So yeah.
Museum? What museum?
Don't worry, just keep watch your space. What? Thanks for watching. Smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace. Safe.